Yeah, strongman event disqualifies competitor after biological sex review. Wait, what? This is the video here, and man wins world's strongest woman, trying not to get canceled. Oh, jeez. Okay, so there was a woman that won the world's a man that won the world's strongest. What the fuck is going on?
Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to discuss something that happened at the weekend.
So at the weekend, the official Strongman Games happened, and this is a federation that people go to and compete to find out who's the best at the world in their weight class. So for instance, they have like the men's under 83 kilo, the men's 90 kilo, the men's 105 kilo, the men's open. They have the women's 63s, the women's 73s, etc. And it's an amazing event, run by some amazing people.
Yeah.
And it is also a qualifying process for Giants Live, which in turn
is a
qualifying process for the World's Strongest Man. So it is in terms of top tier federations, official Strongman Games, we've got World's Strongest Man, we've got Giants Live, and then we've got official Strongman Games. It is literally
so it's like the third one down. Okay.
Number 1, number 2, number 3. All the other
That's
competitions are underneath that in terms of accolade.
Okay.
You know? So official Strongman Games is an amazing event.
So it's like the third tier event.
To decide who is the strongest person on this planet.
One
of the events hosted this weekend was the world's strongest woman. Now, I only came across this because I saw a post from Andrea Thompson, who has won World's Strongest Woman in the past and has held the world record deadlift, etc.
Good for her.
She's an amazing human being.
Yeah.
And the post, I was just getting this vibe from this post that Andrea was almost like retiring. That's the vibe I got. It was like, I'm, you know, kind of like, this is the last time, blah, blah, blah. I can't remember the post exactly, but it just didn't give a good vibe. So I was like, something isn't right there. So I dug in, who beat Andrea? Because Andrea's a phenomenal strength athlete. Who beat Andrea Thompson? And the name, Jamie Booker, popped up. So I went on their profile. So the bio is Pro Strong Woman. She's put in a latest title from the weekend, World's Strongest Woman 2025, North America's Strongest Woman, second place, winning the classic first place, personal trainer, DM for inquiry. Now at face value, everything seems normal, and if you go into her profile, she's put events from the weekend.
So the thing that never happens happened? So just so I understand this, so the thing that they always say never was gonna happen, and the thing literally, like, how is it possible? I'll get to it. I'll get to the South Park.
So she's got a coach. Just everything like good look at official Strongman Games. Everything looks normal. Like there's a bit of a training here doing sandbags, 225 pound sandbags, which is 100 kilo.
Right.
Look at that, mauling it.
That's a lot.
Super strong. 121 pound, I'm gonna assume pound dumbbell.
That's a lot.
Last set before.
That's like me.
And she's smashing it. Yeah,
it's like the size of me.
It's going up. Look how easy it looks. But look at the size of this lady. Like, she's got to be 6'3", 6'4". Looking at her, I don't want to upset anybody. 170 kilo, 175, maybe 180. Close to, say, 380 pounds, 400 pounds in body weight. Like, that is a big girl. And if you keep going down, you've got some feats of strength. Like deadlifting 140 kilo.
That seems like a lot.
Very, very easily.
It's like 300 pounds.
Look at that. Like, stiff leg.
Damn.
Yeah, Jesus.
How about that?
Next one, 141 pound dumbbell per double. So what's that, like 65 kilo?
Jesus.
Above the head. Like, this is a strong lady.
Yeah, sure
So I asked a few other people, like, where did this Jamie Booker come from? And then I got a response I was not expecting. So the response was like, Ed.
But were you really not expecting it? But is that really true though?
My God, Jamie Booker is a man. No one knew. She entered as a lady, put on a registration as a lady, did the whole competition as a lady, spoke as a lady, acted as a lady, and she turns out to be a man. And
how the fuck did this actually happen? How did this actually happen? This is crazy.
And then I get sent some OnlyFans pictures, which I won't put on here. But yeah, there was irrefutable evidence that Jamie Booker is a man. I've seen it myself.
I've seen it myself. Say no more. Say no more. For enough has already been imagined.
I've seen the tackle, the ball and tackle myself. And he's definitely not a lady. So it brings me onto this. Like, geez, what the has gone down?
What the fuck?
Wow. Firstly, Official Strongman and the people that run it, I know, are amazing people, and I know deep down they would not have allowed this to happen had they known. But mistakes have been made, and I'm going to say, I say mistake, I'm going to say deceit by Jamie Booker. Jamie Booker it's almost like a wolf in sheep's clothing, isn't it? Just like,
bro, he's just going in on it. Actually, fucking, like, and this is a big deal. I really respect Eddie for coming out and saying this because, you know, like, this guy, like, I mean, he's won strongman competitions before in the past. Like, so, you know, him as, like, one of the, like, I would say, like, you know, pinnacle athletes in this field, coming out and saying this is really necessary and really appreciated. Yeah, this is great.
In disguise, a man entering a women's strength contest. Now, if it was the other way around, so like, right, so let's say a woman transitioned to a man and entered a man's strength contest. They haven't got a hell's chance, like, no chance.
Everybody knows it. And everybody knows. It's so obvious. Of course.
No, it doesn't matter how big that is, how strong that woman is. They transition to a man into a man's strongman contest. They are not winning anything.
Have fun.
Point blank, done. Discussion over. But for a man, like a low level, not even an amateur, like a beginner strongman, transitioned into a woman and then into the woman's strongman contest.
That's crazy.
They'll most likely win just because of the sheer strength difference.
Because it's just the way it is. That's just the way it is. It's not like, I don't even know what to say about this. It's so obvious.
It's just human nature. It's just the way we are. It's the DNA. And this has happened. Like, Jamie Booker's I'm not going to say lied, but it's just deceited.
It's hard to know how it happened, right? I mean, we don't know how it happened. I mean, a mistake could have been made. It could have been an oversight. Maybe it was a lie. I mean, who knows?
Up front. Like, you should have been up front. You
Biology
said,
read?
I'm a man. I now identify as a woman, and I want to compete in the women's World's Strongest Woman. And what most likely would have happened is the official Strongman Games and the owners probably would have gone, right, okay, there's obviously a class for this. Can anybody else enter with you? And let's create a transsexual strongest person.
Sure, yeah, that's fine. Exactly, yeah. You want to have a third league and have people that have, you know, like, you know, different gender identifications compete in that? That's fine, yeah. What's the problem with that? Go ahead.
I don't know, world's strongest person, okay? So, and most likely that's what would have happened, but it's just the fact that she's done this under the radar and deceived a lot of people and a lot of women. Now,
I mean, the thing is, like, that's crazy if she actually didn't even say that. Like, if you're actively trying to hide the fact that you are the other gender, especially for something like this, right, where you do have an innate physical advantage for, that's crazy. I'll be right back. Give me a second.
Is that these women put their heart and soul. Let me just bring up Andrea Thompson. So here we have Andrea Thompson.
I really hope he's going to use the like, that they're putting in all the effort and he's taking advantage of it.
Thompson.
Like, okay. I want to see that.
And she is a sports person, silverback athlete. 2018 World's Strongest Woman Opens. 2023 World's Strongest Woman Masters 40 Plus.
Wow.
Qualified PT online coach. And if you go down to Andrea Thompson's profile, you'll see posts of her, like, this is one of the trophy. This is the post I saw. My last official Strongman Games, World's Strongest Woman 2025.
Wow.
Now that to me implies that this is her last time she'll be at World's Strongest Woman. Most will be pleased with second. I'm not, came for the win, but
I wouldn't be pleased either given the situation.
In hindsight, I knew loading the stones would be my weakness, but we always hope for a miracle. Congratulations to all ladies who put in a good fight. Some dark horses who I know will see again moving up the ranks.
Some dark horses. Is that what she called it? A dark horse. How about that?
Thank you for all the support, messages and kind words I received. No time to dwell on what could have been. I'm off to Singapore.
You don't hear that a lot.
And that was 5 hours ago, so I'm sure this is going to be after all the controversies come to light.
Of course.
So Andrea Thompson, I mean, look, This is her doing the deadlift.
500, Jesus.
It sounds like it was a close contest. Like, Andrea Thompson is a powerhouse.
So she almost won even with competing against a biological male. That's fucking impressive.
Andrea has give her heart and soul to this sport. Like, she has dedicated her life as a strong woman. She's probably worked a full-time job during the whole process as well. Sacrificed time with her partners, her kids, social life.
Absolutely.
Like, she's given her life to strong women. Now, that's what grinds on me, is that somebody's sacrificed.
I'm really glad that he's using this line of like argumentation, because it's like kind of emotional messaging, but I think it's the one type of messaging that is the most counter to the acceptance of it, is that you're basically taking advantage of a person's entire life's work and, you know, them being at the pinnacle of their athletic career, and then you're just doing this because, and this person now is not able to reap the benefits or the satisfaction of being able to achieve that. I'm very, very glad to see this. I totally agree with him too, obviously.
If that was my daughter in that situation, and she took her body to the limits, took her body to the absolute breaking point, and put her relationships at risk, sacrificed time with her kids, spent thousands of pounds on physio, food, recovery, travel, to then go a contest and lose to a man, I'd be fucking, wow, I'd be really angry if that was...
Yeah, I'd be fucking furious too, absolutely. Yeah, it sucks.
If that was my daughter. And I've got daughters, you know, and I don't want my daughters to grow up in a world where that's okay, because it's just not okay.
It's not fair. Yeah, it's not fair. And the problem is that there will be some people that will come and take what he's saying here as being transphobic or something like that. But this is one of the instances, like, we're not talking about somebody, you know, like identifying as something like, or wearing a dress, or whether somebody's able to wear makeup. Like, you're really talking about, this is one of the biological differences. It's kind of like all of these people talk constantly about how, you know, gender and sex are two different things, but this is one of the instances where actually that argumentation works against you, because in this instance, you're talking about sexual advantages, like genuine sexual advantages that are based off of the innate characteristics of someone being a male or a female. And really, I think that transcends any sort of, like, you know, fucking social messaging, right? It goes way, way beyond that. Why do you keep saying she? Oh, I don't care, because here's the reason why. I don't have a problem with people identifying as trans. I have a problem with people identifying as trans and then invading women's spaces. That's what I have a problem with. So, like, if you want to be trans, that's fine. I don't give a shit. Go ahead, right? You want to wear a dress, wear makeup, and call yourself a woman and get surgery for it? Have fun, right? It's your life. You're going to be able to do what you want. And also, if you don't want to respect somebody's pronouns, then don't do it. I don't care. It's not my problem. I'm not your dad. But, like, I'm just telling you the way that I do things, right? Is I usually generally respect people's pronouns, but at the same time, you know, I recognize that there's a biological difference between a trans woman and a biological woman. I think this is, by the way, my perspective on this is the perspective that I think most people have.
So I really feel Andrea, and she's probably too polite, like, doesn't want to have a battle online. And
well, no, it's because nobody, and the thing is, like, she doesn't have a big social media presence like Eddie has, right? Like, nobody knows her really on the same level that, like, they know Eddie Hall. Like, he's like one of the, like, top most well-known people in the sport. So it's like, whenever you come out and you say something like that, you're going to have a ton of people that will attack you maliciously and like be hyper hostile to you if you speak out against this at all. So yeah, I wouldn't be surprised at her not speaking out about this. I'd be afraid to do it too. Yeah, I totally get it.
Get into the ins and outs of it. You know, she's too nice. But something needs to be done here, and I think now the truth is out, and I think now the news has come out she is a man. I have a feeling.
Well, I think that really this is what I know. Like, if this person didn't say that they were trans whenever they entered into the contest, they did so on a level of bad faith that is just completely manipulative and extremely problematic. So to me, like, that's how I see it, is that, like, this is a person that very clearly is acting in bad faith. They're trying to do something that they shouldn't be trying to do.
Now, the news has come out she is a man. I have a feeling that the title will be revoked by Will's official Strongman Games. Right. And the people that own it will do the right thing. because they are good people. And it's not about upsetting Jamie or anything. It's not about that. It's just about doing the right thing.
It sucks that like there's like so many cuts. Obviously, like you saw, there's like 5 cuts here. And I think probably the reason why is that he probably had to do like retakes for this to like make sure that people don't like try to take it out of context and turn him into like this horrible person, which he's obviously not. I mean, this is a completely reasonable, normal position to have that I think most people agree with and understand. But, you know, it's unfortunate to see somebody, you know, and maybe that's not the case. Maybe I'm wrong about this, but like, I just feel like it's a little bit of a coincidence, right? And so to see that happen, it's disappointing to see people that are like so afraid and like self-censoring themselves about it.
If they want to come and compete in strong man, strong woman, or strongest person, then let's have a discussion and let's create something fair and equal that allows the women to do their thing without being stamped on.
Right.
That's all I'm saying. I think that's what needs to happen. And
exactly.
Yeah, let's have a conversation. What do you think in the comments? Hit me up in the comment section. What do you think should be done about this? And what is the fix? What is the remedy? What is the cure?
I think eat and delete. It's pretty simple. Yeah, you just simply revoke it and say it didn't happen.
And Jamie Booker, like, I'm not going to mock you at all. I'm just going to say, just speak to people. You've got to be upfront about this shit.
Exactly. Yeah. I mean, like, it's fine. Like, if you want to be a trans, like, you know, power lifter or like athlete, then go ahead. You know, more power to you. The problem isn't that you're trans and you're doing the sport. The problem is you're actively trying to compete against women and take away their representation in the sport. That's the actual problem. Like, that's what people are actually mad about. And this is, I think the problem is that, like, this one individual person is not really reflective of, like, this isn't the, like, believe it or not, all trans people don't think that this person is great, right? Like, there's obviously, like, you know, going to be contention even inside of that community as to whether this is acceptable or not. And I think a lot of them probably are going to think the same thing that Eddie thinks. They're probably going to think the same thing I think. Like, where it's like, okay, well, yeah, we just want to be treated this way in society, but like, obviously in situations where it's biological, there should be a difference. Of course, it's common sense. But the problem is that there are some people that try to interject themselves and put themselves into the conversation that are really just doing it for virtue signal points, right? They don't really care about trans issues. They don't care about trans people. They don't care about equality. They don't care about fairness. They don't care about anything, right? The only thing that they care about is inserting themselves into a space and then acting as the arbiter of what's good and what's bad, and then appointing themselves as the person who's good. That's really what they're doing, because in my opinion, I think that stuff like this and the defense of it and the obfuscation of it being bad is actually doing more damage to trans people than transphobes are. I think that it is, because the reason why is that a lot of people that hate trans people are, you know, sometimes they can be like very extreme, and it can go to the point where I think sometimes it's irrational, right? It's like just a little bit too far. It's like, you know, you've crossed over from like criticism into like harassment and like hostility and just being mean. And so, but what this does, I think, is that it radicalizes a lot of average people, a lot of like well-meaning, good-intentioned, average, everyday people whenever they see something like this happen, and then they see it being defended. And I think that that's what really kind of pushes people away from supporting the cause. Being trans is irrational. It is irrational, but people, I mean, getting tattoos, you could say, is irrational. Like, being a furry is irrational. Being a drag queen is irrational. If somebody has a right to be irrational if they want to. Now, my point is, though, that I think that the biggest victims of stuff like this and the advocacy for it are actually other trans people. And I think that what happens is that, you know, you do get people that are relatively apolitical, right? Like Eddie Hall, that are talking about this. And I think that they contribute to a negative sentiment towards trans people by their actions. And I think it's an undeniable reality, in my opinion. It's undeniable that these people that have been trans have like gone out of their way to do this. And I think that in doing so, it has massively negatively affected people. Like, that's really what it is.
What if I know I wouldn't get away with it, but if I dressed, you know, shave my beard off, put a wig on, put a dress on, and sneaked into a women's strength competition, it's just so unfair, so unfair. People fight their whole lives for those titles. Anyway, I've said it over and over again. I don't want any. Please, I do not want anything said or done to the Jamie Booker. let the organisers deal with this.
Yeah, they deal with it.
I don't think anyone should go online and start bashing people, and you know, people have feelings and people have mental health to think about as well, and we should think about that too. So let's be civil, let's be right, let's be...
Just give me 1 second, I dropped my phone. How the fuck can I drop my phone and it's on the floor? I can't find this fucking thing. I feel like I'm Gollum in the ring, bro. Like shit! How do I lose something? It's literally right there. I cannot fucking find it. God damn it. I'm actually a retard. How could this happen to me? I drop it and it's just, there's shit everywhere in this fucking room. Well, we had a good run. I mean, I had that phone for a long time, but now it's gone. It's not in here. Hey, Mike. Thanks, buddy. Really appreciate it, man. All right. Yeah, I found it. It's in my fucking pocket, bro. Yeah, see you, man. Yeah, my cousin Mike called me. Thank you, Mike. Appreciate it, man. Oh, my fucking God. I'm getting old, bro. Like, what the fuck?
Let's be as politically correct as we can and get through this troubling time in the world of strength sports for women.
Yeah.
Right then, guys. Don't forget to check out the channel, the other videos, and also Black Friday sales are now live on beast.co.uk. We've got up to 50% off the entire site, so go and check that out. But thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Big love, the Beast.
There it is. So yeah, let me go back. I'll go ahead and show you guys a video here. And so there you go, guys. And I also saw, apparently, so this is it right here. Jamie Booker won the title of Strongest Woman at the Strongest Woman competition in Arlington, Texas. Man. She's not having it, bro. Like, oh, man. She's pissed? I'd be pissed, too. Yeah, you worked your fucking ass off and have that happen. That's crazy. Wow. And so, yeah, especially with how happy, this is just fucked up. Jamie Booker winning World's Strongest Woman contest is such an incredible achievement, and we need to be lifting her up, not smashing her down. She's the world's strongest woman. Sorry, TERFs. That sure didn't go very well, did it? So, yeah, call the retard police. I guess so. I'm gonna get banned. LOL at my downvote ratio. Good to see the TERFs are out in force today. Do you feel this helps with trans rights? Most educated people believe women shouldn't be allowed to compete in women's sports. Yikes, sis. Great argument. Like, this has got to be a troll, right? Like, you've got to be a troll if you're doing this. Oh my God. And what's a TERF? Trans exclusionary radical feminist. It's a term that's used for women that acknowledge that somebody can be trans, but don't want to share women's spaces with people who are trans. That's like J.K. Rowling is a good example of this, right? And that's what the term. And again, I'm not arguing about this. I don't want to debate it. Like, you guys know what my position on it is. You know, like, so woman, yes, basically, right? And so, but that's what it is, right? I'm not saying this is what it is or it's good. I'm just saying this is how it is. So yeah, anyway, normal people, yeah, I mean, I would say that I agree with TERFs. I do. And I think that most people do, by the way.